Hi everyone, it's Gull Khan here, your money mindset expert, and I help entrepreneurs to break free from the limiting beliefs, to reverse their money shame, and to blast through the money blocks so that they can live a life of unlimited abundance. And I'm here today talking about why it's important to make money your best friend. So I'll wait a little bit and let's see if some people hop on. That'll be interesting to see who hops on. And so yeah, I'm just going to wait for a little while and let people join us as we do. This is a very important topic, and I will get started. Actually, meanwhile, let's just share a few places. And yay, somebody's here. We've got a couple of people here. Say hello if you're here, because I can't seem to find you. Facebook's not showing that anybody's watching me, to be honest. So it'd be great if somebody's here. Tell me who's here. So say hello. Hey, Juliet. Hi, lovely. How are you? Hey, Juliet. And I'll just say here. Okay, awesome. Okay, great. So today's topic is something that I actually talk about all the time in terms of making your money your best friend and treating it as such. And I'm going to go into the details in terms of why. I'm just waiting for some people to hop on so we can see who's doing what and how to get things going. Hi, Robert. How are you? Thank you for joining me, my lovely. And you know what? I'll go live on Instagram as well. Let's do that. So let's go live via Instagram also. And that way we can cover people there as well. Okay, awesome. Yay. Hi, Emma. See, I'm here. Hi, how are you, lovely? Okay, we got a few people here now. And so let me start again. So welcome, everybody, to today's live training. Why it's important to make money your best friend. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Gull Khan, and I'm as a money mindset expert. I help entrepreneurs to break free from limiting beliefs, to reverse their money shame, and to blast through the money blocks so that they can live a life of unlimited abundance. Now, today's topic is something that's really dear to my heart. I do call myself a money mindset expert, but I think I'm so much more than that. I heal your money stories. And I actually have given this personification to money when it comes to my life. I treat money as my best friend. And I'm going to share my secrets with you today in terms of why that's so important and how I came to that conclusion. So I'm going to go through some basic training in terms of why is it so important and why it's essential for you to have you have a relation with everything. Okay, you have a relation with absolutely everything. Your neighbor, your chair, your car, your cooker, your iPad, your phone, everything. So everything you have a relationship with, and therefore you have a relationship with money. And I'm going to tell you why you need to have it as a best friend kind of relationship. Okay. So let's get started with this training. So first of all, let's go back a bit in the background. Let's see why is it so important. So the basic of everything is everything is energy. So let's start with that. Let's start with that first. Okay, so let's understand the basics first. Everything is energy. Okay, your thoughts, your ideas, your words, everything at the bottom, at the core of it is just energy. It's just energy at a certain vibrating at certain frequencies. That's pretty much it, right? Okay, so it's certain atoms vibrating at certain frequencies, which is pretty much means what quantum physics tells us. That's just energy. Really, that's it. So if you at the core of everything is just this vibration, which makes it energy. Okay, so I'm not going to go more into that. That's it. So if everything is energy, that means, hi, Krisha, my lovely. If everything is energy, that also means that, including money, that means everything, like I just said, is vibrating at a particular frequency, right? That's principle number 2. Then principle number 3 is, if everything is vibrating at a particular frequency, you are in harmony when you are on frequency, when you are in alignment with that particular frequency. Okay, agreed? So if that's the case, that means money is vibrating at a particular frequency. Therefore, if you can align yourself, if you can vibrate on the same frequency as money, you can, hello, my lovely, you can also, hi, Aaron, you can also be in alignment, in harmony with money. And whatever you're in harmony with, whatever you're in alignment with, you will attract into your life. So those are the basic principles. Now let's take a step further in terms of what's the best thing about getting in alignment with money when it comes to, why do you mean that you need to be best friends in terms to get in alignment with it? So pretty much what I'm trying to ask you to do is actually, for you to get in alignment with money, you need to form a very, very happy, a very happy, joyous relationship with money. Okay, so if you just humor me for a moment and just think, okay, if everything is energy and so is money, so if you give some sort of personification to money, so money is a thing, okay, money is energy, money is a thing. So let's go a step further. For example, when you think about money, what do you normally think about? So just give me some replies here. When you normally think about money, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you normally think about money? And I can guarantee you, I know what 90% of the people will say. When you think about money, please, share in the comments, what do you normally think about money? I'll give you a couple of seconds to answer that, okay? And I guarantee, even though if you don't write it, I pretty much know what you're going to write. The number one thing when most people think about money is bills. Okay, so we haven't got any comments there. I think my Facebook is playing us, so I'm not going to wait for any more comments. But generally, when I ask you, what's the first thing you think about when you think about money? Credit card payments and debts. Yeah, Julia. So it's bills and debts. Okay. So the first thing you think about when you think about money is debts. You think about all the negative things, all the things you have to pay out for, and all the bills. And generally, when you think about bills, it brings that really negative emotions, really negative feelings, right? Okay, fine. Now look on the other side. When you have an icebreaker, when you're in a company and they send you off for an icebreaker, or if you're in a seminar or something and they send you for icebreaker, or when you go for schools, my daughter's recently started secondary school, and they went for bonding trip. What paying accounts? Exactly, Robert. So you think about who you have to pay out first, right? Okay. So now let's think the other way. Now the opposite way. If you are trying to have a good relationship with someone, when you're trying to shopping, expenses, savings in that order, okay. When you are trying to have a good relationship with somebody, what does a good company do? What they'll do, they'll send you off for hi Hoshim, they'll send you off for a bonding trip of some sort, when you actually go and guess what, have fun with money, right? Have fun with money. So this is one of the reasons why I do in my cash flow mastery. I'm just taking something from there, which I think is really, really vital for everyone to know. So what do you do on these bonding trips? You go and have fun with them. Okay, by the way, I'm going to stop there for a moment. I have something I didn't ask for. So everybody who's actually watching this live, please do give me #live. If you're watching this on replay, please do #replay. And if you can please share this out with somebody. I'm not selling anything, as you can see. This is purely for my way of giving back to my community, as my way of returning my, whatever I can, knowledge I have, to share to as many people as possible. Therefore, if you can really share this video out, I would be really, really appreciative. I'd really be grateful. Thank you so much, because I want to get this information out as much as possible. Now, coming back. So when you go on these bonding trips, what do? You actually have fun, right? Gosh, what the hell is this? God, so 1 second, something's just come up on my laptop and I just can't get rid of it. What the hell? Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. Okay, sorry, just something came up on my laptop. I had to get rid of it. All right, okay, so let's come back to it. Hi, Gabrielle. Okay. So when you are actually, so when you go on these bonding trips and whatever, you guess what? You're there to have fun. Now, when you have fun with people, you actually form bonding with them. Okay, so hence the bonding. So to build a relationship, is to have fun with people, right? Okay, it's that you understand that point. Now, think of it this way: you want more money in your life, yet every time you think about money, you think about bills, you think about all the things you don't like, and indirectly you are telling money, I don't like you. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what normally happens. Can you speak a bit slowly, please? I'll try, Hosham. I'll try. I speak very fast anyway. Okay, so I'll try and speak slowly as much as I possibly can. So let's start with this. Hi, Gabriella. So when with the money, when you want to, if you're thinking about money, and the first thing that comes to your mind is all the negative connotations, all the negative feelings, all the negative emotions come to surface, and all the bills come to your mind, like I have to pay this bill and that bill, that credit card, and this rent and that mortgage and this payment and that payment. Okay, that's what's coming to your mind when you're thinking about bills. That is your primary. Emotion towards money at that time. You are actually disliking money. Okay, now think on the other hand, if you're having fun with someone, if you're really having a good time with someone, and when you think of that person, what do you remember? All these good memories come to surface, and you actually feel good about that person. Make sense? Give me a thumbs up if this is making sense to you guys. I'm talking about really basic stuff here at the moment. So when you think about, all I'm saying is at the moment, so just for the moment, When you think about money, you think, all these negative emotions come up. So indirectly, you're pushing money away, okay? But on the other hand, when you want to have fun, when you think of something when you had fun with, or a colleague you had fun with, and you actually enjoyed the company with, you actually bring up joyous emotions. All these good emotions come up, right? Right? So that's making sense to you guys, right? Okay, so now think of this. This is the reason why you need to start thinking about money in a way that you are friends with them. Because when you think about money, instead of thinking about the bills, instead of thinking about all the negative emotions that come up, I have to pay this bill and I have got that bill, and will I have enough, and will this money ever enough? And having these, so when your money is not enough and you're always stretching your money to pay your bills, you get angry at money, you get annoyed at money, you get frustrated with money. And remember, these memories don't go away. They get locked away in your emotions, in your energy field. So when you think about money, all these negative emotions come back up. Make sense? Is it making sense, people? Tell me. Is it making sense? Right? So when these negative emotions come to surface, guess what it does? Money is repelled from you. Now, turn this around. If you start treating money like your best friend and start thinking of money as something which was like wonderful and amazing and gorgeous and fabulous, guess what you'll be doing? You'll be sending out this message to money that I like you. I want to have you in my life. Now, what do you want with money? Most people say they want to have more money. Okay, I'm not saying people want to say that they want millions for for luxury cars or whatever. Whatever floats your boat. But the point is, everybody needs to have a certain amount of money to be able to pay for the bills, pay for decent holiday, be able to pay for the food, and pay for the normal life necessities. So you need to have a certain amount of money to have a normal certain amount of life. Certain amount of life. Doesn't matter if it's very basic. You still need to have money for your rent or mortgage. You still need to have money for food. You still have money for your basic needs, right? Now, if that money is difficult to come by, you are really getting frustrated at what? Money. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if you can start forming this relationship with money, and it's like when you're really first meeting a nice friend, or you make a best friend, you're always thinking about them in a positive way. You want them, you share your problems with them, you share your joys with them, and you have them around and you have a laugh with them, right? Hi, Matty, my lovely. So when you are having fun with someone, you bring them more and more in your life. You think more and more positively with them. Now, by the way, the tips I'm giving you, these tips, they literally bypass your current subconscious programming, which is to think negatively about money. That's the point. So by thinking like this way, when you start thinking money as a best friend, and I'm going to tell you in a bit what to do with it, you start. Marius is laughing. Haha, that's funny, Mario. Okay. When you start treating money in this respect, you start respecting money and you start treating it as an individual. Okay. Now, this may sound funny to some people because you're personifying money, but at the core of it, think about it this way: it's just energy. We are just energy. Yes, we have a conscious. Yes, we have a spirit, and it's different and distinct from money because money is just energy. But at the core, we too are just energy. Where there's nothing more different for us. Okay. Hi, Matty. We are just energy at the end of the day. So keep that in mind. So for that reason, if I'm just energy, and if money, why can I not give personification to money? Why not? What's the difference in that? Okay, because the idea is you want more of it in your life, and instead of going spending years and years on or hours and hours on affirmations, I feel good about money. Money is my friend. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. You can spend years and years doing these affirmations, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can go ahead and try that. I'm giving you these tools, these tips, and these tricks to bypass years and cut years of work that you'll be doing trying to make your world, trying to make money come to you. Now, this will not, I'm not saying that this negates the work of you doing hard work and you're doing extra, whatever work you're doing and business you're doing. I'm just telling you, this will create situations and circumstances where money comes to you and stays. You instead of just manifesting money, you manifest money without manifesting expenses. What 99% of the people do, they manifest money by using whatever, accidentally or somehow they get into alignment with the law of attraction with manifesting money. However, their internal programming is such because they want to repel money just as much because money is never enough, money is only for rich people, and so forth, right? You have all these negative energy blocks with money. What you'll do is you'll manifest the money. Simultaneously, you'll manifest expenses. Do you hear me? So you manifest the money, but you also manifest expenses. The way I'm telling you this is when you start treating money as a friend, you stop manifesting expenses, which means when money comes to you, it actually stays in your bank account and more starts coming. And this old saying, money attracts money, it's absolutely true. I'm not saying you need money to start a business. I'm not saying you need money to make money in the first thing. Not at all, because you can start with an idea and attract money to you. However, the more money you do have in your bank account, the more money will be attracted to you. Okay, so this is absolutely true. So when you start treating money as a friend, you start giving it the respect as a friend, money starts staying in your energy field, and it comes and more quickly, more rapidly, and actually would stay, and less expenses are manifested, and therefore you actually hold on to more money. So that's the first thing. So now next thing would be, so how do you start treating money as a friend? So I've given money personification. So for me, money is this amazing, intelligent, sexy, sassy lady. For me, she's a lady, very wise, and she's always dressed in white and with her hair up done, really beautiful, really wise, and she's my best friend. So I can, when I do visualizations, I do meditations where I actually converse with her. I actually ask her about certain things. I talk to her. I thank her. For every time she's in my life, which is very often nowadays. Hi, Shaz. So when she's in my life, I talk to her and I say to her things like, what can I do with this and how can I do? And I treat her as a guide. And now you can make anything your guide. You can. So for me, she's my friend and she's my guide. I give her that respect. I personified her. So I actually look forward to when I do my visualizations or when I do my meditations. I do this in the evening, by the way. So just before I go to sleep, I do this meditation where once I'm connected from above and below, which most people who work with me know how to do that. Then I talk to her. I talk to money, and I first of all thank her. I get very emotional. So when you haven't seen your friend for a while, you get very emotional. So I connect to her, get very emotional, get connected to her, and I say thank you for coming to see me. I've been missing you. And then I talk to her, and I discuss the various things. And I tell you, guys, honestly, some of the best guidance I've got is from her. Very quick, do this, no, don't do this. She's a brilliant guide as well. For me, she's my brilliant guide. So I'll discuss matters with her. I'll discuss ideas with her. I'll see her. And then I'll thank her for being there. I'll thank her for showing up. I'll thank her for this. And then I'll also ask her, okay, can you show me my future? Can you show what's going to happen? So instead of doing just visualizations by myself, I'll get her to do guided visualization for me. So this is my imagination. This is how I'm using my imagination to personify money and to actually make her my guide and show me the way. And I've been shown what's going to happen. This is happening, and this will happen. And things start changing so rapidly, so quickly, it blows your mind. It literally has. If I think where I was and since I've started this process, where I am and how exponentially my business has grown, how exponentially everything is happening for me, it's actually happening so fast. I had to slow down. I thought, oh my God, slow down a bit. Let me catch up, because things can start changing like this. Because now, guess what you're doing? Remember, money is just energy. We did this at the beginning. I'm not going to go through it again. Okay, money is just energy. I have given a personification of this amazing, intelligent, sexy, sassy, wise woman who's helping me, who's being my friend, who's being my guide. So not only am I looking forward to seeing her, she knows she can come and see me, she can guide me, and I will listen to her, and I respect her, and therefore I want her in my life. Can you see? This may sound crazy to some people, but if you understand, I like a picture of money. Isn't it? Oh, hi, Olga. Isn't it wonderful, Matty? It is. It's absolutely fabulous. So when money comes to you in this beautiful personification that I've just given to her, how can it not stay? How can it not stay? And so when I have started thinking about money in this way, guess what? If something comes up, if at any point in time, bills come to our surface, or something comes to my mind, instead of thinking negatively about it, I push it to one side. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's all right. I'll deal with it. I'll have more than enough money, because money's coming to me. Money's told me already, I'm going to have more than enough money to pay for those bills. I'm going to have more than enough money to pay for that expense. I'm going to have more than enough money to do what I want to do. Are you guys understanding this? This is literally a back route way, a shortcut way to change your mindset around money and how you feel about money. And the key word here is feel, because to get the law of attraction working for you, you need to feel the things. You need to feel the emotions. You need to feel your way. You need to feel this is happening for you. And the best way I found, instead of sitting there, doing vision boards and sitting there doing affirmations till cows come home, which is like never, right? Instead of doing that and seeing all the stupid work that all these stupid gurus tell you to do this. Okay, so when you are actually thinking, okay, I want to be in alignment with money, okay, what do it? Then, how can I do it? And so my personification of money is like this, okay? Hi Fiona, my personification is of the sexy, sassy, amazing, wise woman as money. For somebody else, it could be someone who likes football, could be a footballer. Somebody who likes cricket, could be a cricketer. Somebody else, it could be a poet. It could be a writer. It could be whatever you like, whatever you want. Because remember, this is your money. This is your idea. This is your imagination. You can give the personification, the characteristics to money any type you want. It's entirely up to you. But the idea is for you to give it the love and respect you would to a friend. Instead of, I never, ever say, I don't want money. I never, ever say I use word against money. I never say filthy rich or anything at all. I would never use it. I give money the respect because what? I have programmed my mind to think about money as my friend. So if I will not speak ill of my friend, if I will not speak, for example, Kusha, if she's still here, she's one of my closest friends. If I will not speak ill of Kusha, why the hell would I speak ill of money? Do you guys understand how powerful this is? It starts training your mind to start thinking in a different way about something like money, which is but it's so abstract because it's so difficult to get your head around it. I've said this before. It's very difficult to get emotional about money. You know, when you do visualizations, it's very difficult to get emotional with money because at the end of it, it's just paper. But you can do it in different ways. Like for me, I see her, and now because I've seen her, I've given this personification, this amazing woman who's my best friend, who's looking after me, who's looking after my needs. Hi, Shaima. Because of that, I can actually say, okay, she's amazing and I love her, and I can actually give that emotion towards her and give her the love and respect, not out of greed. So I don't love my friends think, what can they do for me? What can they do for me? I love them because of what they are. And I've given this amazing personification to money. So now I love money because of, hi Rasila, because of what she is. So money for me is this amazing, wonderful woman, and she's my guide and friend. That's how I treat her. So if anybody, and this is, by the way, this is very true. So I am very passionate about money. But if anybody says anything bad about money, I'm the first one to jump like, hang on a minute. What does that mean? Money is that, and I defend it. So I would defend money for everything. I truly do. And I have been, caught out a couple of times. I get very annoyed. When people start bad-mouthing money, I get very annoyed because I would defend it like I would defend my friend. Does it make sense? And this becomes a subconscious thing. It's become so subconscious for me to actually admire and respect money, not greed for money. Let me be very clear. There's no greed for money. There's respect for money. There's a difference. Okay. And for that reason, I would not let anybody in front of me badmouth money. I never badmouth money because, you're conscious. How can I badmouth something which is my friend? So this is why it's so important. It's so important for you to give money some sort of personification and then start treating as a friend. Now, it doesn't, when you first start out, it's not easy, okay? This didn't happen to me overnight. So this sexy, sassy lady, hi Christina, this sexy, sassy lady didn't become my friend overnight. It was a continuous visualization or me using my imagination. Now, coming back to what Einstein always said, Einstein says, your imagination is your best tool that you can have. So use your imagination. In my imagination, I'm this amazing, amazing creative being, and I have this amazing, wonderful friend, which is money. Because guess what? I'm a money mindset expert. So I'm an expert on my best friend. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Right? Shama says, I love your passion, beautiful, wise Will. I love how you're helping me heal my relation with me. Thank you so much, Shama. That means so much to me, sweetheart. I love that. I'm going to pin that comment. That's such a lovely comment. I'm going to pin it. That's so amazing. Thank you, sweetheart. I love that. Because that's how I see. I see myself as a healer, that I heal people's relationships with money, because guess what? Money is my best friend, and I understand it the best way possible. I truly, truly believe this, that I'm an expert on money because money is my best friend. Okay, I don't have any greed for it. I don't have any need for it. I just love it, and therefore I want it. There's a difference. There's a difference between being in the need and just wanting it because you like someone. Okay, there's a difference. Now, if you think about it this way. Hi, Em. So if you think of it this way, if you have somebody, for example, a reluctant lover, and I always give this example, you're welcome to use it as a reluctant lover too. I just don't have a very good relationship with my love life in the past. So I've refrained from using love as a relationship basis for money. But you can choose that too, because some people do. Some people do actually start treating money like a reluctant lover, and this, the way they would course, and the way they coerce, or what was the right word? charm, you know, the potential mate. That's how they want to charm money. I don't understand that, because honestly, I'm not much of a charmer. I'm a very blunt person. Dave says, what time does the movie start on your forehead? That's an interesting comment, Dave Jabal. There is no movie in my head, but the imagination that you're talking about, this visualization I do, is just before I go to bed. So this visualization, which is a very powerful thing, by the way, and I'm sorry that you don't appreciate it, but this visualization I do in the mornings. In the evenings. In the morning, I do meditation. In the evening, just before going to bed, I do my visualizations, and I do my visualizations are with my imagination, as I've just told you, just before going to bed. It's probably the best. Matty says, I've just got the horse. Would be my picture of money, even though I am not attention to horses at all? Maybe I should take your picture and use. Matty, it's entirely up to you. If money represents for you as a horse, if there's a symbolism there, that's fine. You can use that. Ideally, I would say use it as either as a lover or as a friend. Treat it as a friend. A horse, you're going to have difficulty getting guidance from, unless you can speak to animals. Unless you can speak that, then there's a different matter. Okay. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah. Okay, something else you will find, okay, when you are passionate about something, when you are online, you'll get some really foolish people who talk about rubbish, and who try to, who do come along and try to throw you off. But if you're very true to yourself, if you're true to your passion, if you're true to your mission, you will ignore such idiots. And obviously I will go and block this person at the end after this conversation anyway, because an idiot is an idiot. But it's okay, it doesn't matter, okay, because you'll get foolish idiots like these, and you will, absolutely you will, for sure, okay. But if you are true to your mission, if you are true to what you believe in, then you will ignore such idiots, because they're completely idiots. They are idiots, right? So okay, anyway, so the point I was making was so to you, Matty, the idea would be to think about this to think about money as a friend. So I would suggest, if horse doesn't make sense to you, then just think of something like think of it of an old childhood friend, or give it the personification of a friend, or give the characteristics of a friend, of somebody that you really, really liked, or somebody you really admire, somebody who you can actually get advice from. Because the idea is for you to visualize, okay, use this visualization at nighttime to seek guidance from your guides and angels, okay, to seek guidance from your guides and angels, to seek the help, the kind of help that you want, you need from this, from money. Remember, treat money with love and respect, because otherwise your subconscious programming will come into play. Remember, most people are subconsciously programmed to think negatively about money, and you have other foolish people come there who can't handle somebody else talking about money, because they have their own negative emotional problems. I think these people they're probably to seek help. Hi Bree, nice to speak. Janice, lovely. So you get these idiots who will throw you off, but it's okay, it's fine, all right, it's perfectly fine. As long as you know what you want, you'll be there. You'll be able to help people for the kind of help that you need to give. So coming back to your question, Matty, I definitely think you should definitely think about money as a friend. Think of it as an old friend, and give money as a characteristics, or him or her, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I hope you guys found value from this. Thank you. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm going to give this an example. So when you're on the online space, you are putting yourself out there. I am putting myself out there because I'm so passionate about money, because I do believe everybody needs to change their relationship with money. And if you're out on the out space, I'm very lucky that I've come across very few foolish people who actually debar you, who actually throw you off. But there are occasions when some idiots do come like that. But it's absolutely fine. You carry on, and know if. Again, somebody wise said this to me. If somebody is not, if you're on the online space and somebody is not, messing around with you, like, putting you off or being rude to you, then there's, you probably haven't winded enough people up. You haven't been talking the truth. So this just, this confirmed the fact that I'm on the true path. I'm doing what needs to be done. And if there are idiots out there who are going to be so stupid and foolish, well, let them be. I'll deal with it afterwards, because I will deal with that. By the way, just to let somebody know, I am a lawyer by trade. And if I really want to go after you, I can. So just a little note, by the way, that I am a lawyer. I'm a barrister here in the UK, and I'm still an attorney with New York. So wherever you are, I can kick your ass, right? Just a little point to let you know. But anyway, otherwise, I think it's fabulous for you guys who joined me. I hope you understood this point. I hope you understood this point, and I will speak to everybody, not next week because I'm away, but I will see you in 2 weeks' time. I hope everybody understood the both messages, both one intentional and one unintentional message that I was trying to give today. I hope everyone understood that. But let me recap quickly. First of all, we discussed the money is energy. At the end of the day, money is just energy, it's pure energy. Secondly, if money is energy, therefore you can actually attract it to you by coming into alignment, by coming into harmony. And thirdly, I discussed was the reason why you should treat it as a best friend, because when you do treat it as a best friend, then you can actually, you can actually get guidance from it. You can use the visualizations to see how, best you can come into alignment with it. But more importantly, what you'll do is you bypass your subconscious programming, which is negative programming when it comes to money. And that is absolutely important. That's absolutely vital, because otherwise, generally, when you're trying to use the law of attraction, you attract money. And most people are able to attract money, they manifest money. But 99.9% of the time, they manifest expenses which are greater than the manifestation of the money. So they may manifest $100, but they manifest expenses of $105. And therefore, they have nothing left over. And what we're trying to do is do the opposite. So what I want to do, what my goal for everybody here is, go, we got you. Thank you. I love you, Juliet. Matty, cool. You are fantastic. I love you. I love you too, Matty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So in the recap of this is, if you start treating money as your best friend, you bypass all this subconscious programming, all this negative programming, which, by the way, all these gurus and these purists keep telling you to do, sit there doing affirmation, this affirmation, that affirmation. And what I'm saying is, if you start using this visualization, which I've just described to you, by thinking about money as a friend who's wise, and you can give it the characteristics that resonate with you, then you will start treating it with the love and respect that it deserves, and therefore you actually bypass the subconscious programming. And then every time you do think about money, you think about it in a positive way, the way you would have earned. Okay, I hope that made sense to you guys. I absolutely love you guys. You guys are awesome. Shaz, he said, yes, you are wonderful. Big hugs. Thank you, Fiona. And Shaz, you don't do that. I really want to give me that. Shaz, you're most welcome. Yes, like I said, you got 2 lessons for the price of 1. Yay! I love you guys, and I will see you all. Hi, Yasmin. I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. Until then, many, many blessings. And for those of you who want a clearing on this, the clearing will be in the Energy Tools and Clearings group. And I will actually go back and put a link for it. Maybe probably put a link in the comments in the comments or something. But anyway, you'll get a link on how to join the Energy Tools and Clearings membership, so that you can actually be part of this clearing, because energy clearings is my forte. That's what I do. Okay, guys, I absolutely love you all. I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Until then, God bless and have a lovely night. Good night. Bye.